This is just a quick run through this new system I'm building. This is a Fractal Define R4 case. This was purchased at Micro Center. One of my employees picked it up for me. I'm just gonna walk through it real fast and show you a couple features of the case. I'm gonna start off on the bottom of this case. This case comes in two colors. It comes in white and black. It does have a nice filter on the bottom of this thing. I've got a basement office and it tends to suck stuff up in the machine. So I like that there's a filter on the bottom of this. You gotta shut your machine down every so often, maybe once a month, and pull this and clean it out. It'd be nicer if this was accessible from the front of the machine. It does have feet, so it does keep this thing up off the floor, or if you can mount it up on a desk or you can hang it, it's better to keep it up off the floor as much as possible. I just don't have that option where I am right now. It's got a couple of thumb screws that come with it. Pulled the screws out here and here. Top opens up easy. It's a nicely built case. You know, as far as cases go, they're cases. I mean, really, I don't care too much if it's got some sharp edges and stuff on it if I'm just building a cheap computer for myself or a client or something and they don't mind that it's a cheap case. But this is a pretty nice case. There are no real sharp edges on this anywhere. Sorry, I've got poor lighting out here in the shop. It's a freezing cold day in Colorado and it's very cloudy and snowing. So as you can see inside here, we've got plenty of slots for disk. This will at first only run a few disks for me. I'm not gonna be sticking a lot of disk in here, but it comes with a little hardware kit. And obviously you've got your disk trays and they come in and out real easy. Obviously you can load this thing up with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 disks as long as your motherboard supports it. Inside this system, this case did not come with a power supply. My employee picked this up for me and he went ahead and installed our power supply in here already. If you're looking at the R4 Fractal Design case, it doesn't come with a power supply, at least at this point in time. It does come with a nice, I think this is a 120 millimeter fan. I don't need a lot of cooling. My office is very cool year round. It's in a basement. I don't put a ton of fans in, but depending on your applications, you may want more or less fans. This model comes with two different side panels. I got the Windows side panel just because that's the one they had in stock. I don't really care too much about a window, but some people like to show off their internals. So if you want the window, it comes with it. If you don't want, they do have a case that doesn't have the window. The price on this case at Micro Center was right around $130. Not a cheap case, but it's a pretty well-built case. It's pretty nice. Our power button's up on the top of this case. We've got our USB 3 and USB 2 ports up in the front. Mic jack. This is nice for accessibility. What I don't like about this design is obviously this is a place for dust to enter. So I may come up with some kind of a cover for the ones I'm not using. I don't typically use my front USB ports very often, just the occasional flash drive. I'm not in and out of there all the time. Is it a big deal if dust gets in? I don't like it, so I'll cover these ports up. So it's got a very thin door on it. It's got a little handle here and it's magnetic. It does have foam on the inside for a little bit of a sound deadening. And we've got our slots in here for obviously our DVD burner or a couple of extra accessories in here. The top of the system does have two fan mounts in here for large fans, but they are blocked off by a foam insulation. If you're going to install fans, you can throw them in there. I'm not doing that. The power supply is on the bottom of this system, aid in cooling. A lot of expansion slots in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots for expansion. You know, motherboard ports are going to come through here. And there's that internal fan I was showing you from the other side. On the inside of the case, it's got a lot of sound deadening. And again, there are no sharp edges on this system. It's all very smooth. You can get access to the back side of the hard drive. You've got access to all your extra cabling in here. So that pretty much covers our case. That's the R4 by Fractal Design. It's a nice case. I'm excited to get a new system up and running. It's been at least 5 years, if not 6, since I built myself another system. This is just gonna get put together in another video. Thanks for watching.